It is said that gummy bears can act as actual rocket fuel. To find out, the Mythbusters prepared 3 types of candy fuel for their hybrid rockets. The first fuel was just raw gummies jammed into the rocket container. The second involved melting the gummy bears down into a liquid and pouring them into a mold. And the third version was made by boiling them at 310 degrees Fahrenheit to evaporate the water before putting them into the freezer so they would hold their shape. The Mythbusters traveled to the desert and used hybrid rockets for the experiment. Upon ignition of the first fuel, the engine made a burning sound, but the individual gummy bears began burning and were spit out the bottom of the nozzle, leaving the rocket motionless. With the second fuel, the team heard the characteristic hum of a hybrid rocket firing, but it still failed to produce enough thrust to lift the rocket off the stand. Despite the concentrated sugar energy of the third boiled fuel, the rocket again failed to lift even 1 inch. However, the experiment was not done yet. Adam melted the gummy bears in an oven, let them harden, and used a coffee grinder to turn them into a fine powder, which was then sent to a specialist to be cast into solid fuel. They returned to the desert to test again, first launching a control rocket and reaching a peak altitude of 4,491 feet to set as a benchmark. Finally, it was time for the gummy bear rocket, which upon ignition successfully blasted off the pad, leaving a distinct vapor trail and reaching an altitude of 3,691 feet, proving to be 82% as efficient as professional rocket fuel.